Hello everybody, we find like a social issue the massive loss of jobs for the pandemic.
What is fired?
The fired is the loss of your job that may be due for the less resources that had the company or other things.
Who is the unemployment due for the pandemic?
At the beginning of the pandemic, the economy was greatly affected in our country. 1,976,060 people were unemployed during the first 3 months of 2020, prior to the crisis in the country due to COVID-19, reported the National Institute of Statistics and Geography, the INEGI. During the past year in 2020, formal jobs were eliminated, the highest figure on record according to the variation in the number of during December 2020. A monthly drop of 277,820 positions was registered, equivalent to a monthly rate of less than 1.4%. If 2020 was bad, this 2021 will be worse in terms of employment and income in families. It looks very tragic and there are no signs that the government wants to take measures such as redirecting social spending towards and promoting employment. Talking about job recovery will take at least 3 years. This is until August 2025.
The consequences.
I'm going to talk about the consequence of unemployment. Less quality of life. Big having less money, there are more needs that the individuals cannot satisfy. Migration and family disintegration. On many occasions, the provider must find another destination to guarantee the economic well-being of the family. Self-esteem. For many people who have jobs, feel that their work represents to their identity. But when they lose it, affect their personality. They feel insecure and devalued. Unemployment has a big impact of the economy. For example, big debt. Unemployment causes people to have most and most debt, and the money is not enough to pay. The economy needs money to be circulating, and when people are not working, the consumption decreases, and this affects the economy, and is a vicious circle. More taxes. When there are fewer workers, the government receives less money. So the government increases taxes to recover this money. When one sector of the economy has unemployment, it affects the other sectors. Because the government has to use the money from the other sectors to help the affected sectors. This reduces the economic growth.
That stinks.
Why the loss of incomes?
The pandemic of COVID-19 have been affected a lot of Mexicans who we can see in surveys. According to this surveys, the most financially affected was the people between 26 years and 45 years, and all of these have been mainly due because of the decrease of the working hours and the workers who couldn't keep their employees and they have to fire them.
Who it affected the Mexican economy?
The impacts of the economy in Mexico 1 year after of the COVID-19. According to INEGI, 5 million of people lost their jobs because the company don't have money to pay for their employees. It causes that the people don't have money to pay the rent, cars, services, food, clothes, and so on. The enterprises are closing and the people can't find jobs and the situation is getting worse.
We're gonna die!
Affected work areas.
When we talk about the job with the most employment people in Mexico due to COVID-19, we talk about small business owners, salespeople, transportation workers, office staff, workers in manufacturing and product industries, among others. They are the most likely laid off people because of money.
For example,
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
boss.
boss.
Good morning, boss.
Well, according to the situation we're in with low income and respecting the distancing, I'll have to fire some of you. So first, I'm going to mention the most important workers for the company. And Yahir stays because he's the best administrator.
Thanks, boss.
Also, Abraham stays because he's in charge of our marketing.
Okay, thanks.
And at last, Alfredo will continue in sales because he's the best making numbers.
Thanks,
So,
boss.
so everybody who was not named can leave?
Unfortunately, yes.
So I guess I'll end it, boss.
That's right, my esteemed Carlitos.
Oh, okay. Goodbye, my coworkers.
Goodbye,
Goodbye,
Carlitos.
Carlitos.
Goodbye, Carlitos. Oh,
Goodbye,
well, bad news. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Bara.
Goodbye, partners.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So, I hope the three of you can recover and get better. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Now, today we will
solution for this issue.
We're gonna live!
COVID unemployment solutions. Number 1. Don't let existing businesses close. These companies are very important for the social and economic well-being of a country. Number 2. Reactivate the entire economy. If a revival for the economy can be done for certain activities like supermarkets, ways must be found to do so for museums or entertainment as well. Number 3, more flexible labor standards. Labor standards should be made more flexible, minimizing the effort of employers. Number 4, importance of education. Education at work must be always present, especially now with the pandemic.
Where is the moment we needed the most? You kick up the leaves and the magic is lost. Tell me your blue skies fade to gray. Tell me your passion's gone.